this episode of Mabinogi. And of course, since we've been gone for a week and there is an event going, we are bombarded with so much stuff. So let me explain a little about the video that we are going to do today. Now, I did a rebirth right before logging in, and I chose the merchant skill. It is something that this character has never done before, so I just wanted to, get a chance to see how the merchant skill works. But first she has to unbox all this stuff. And trust me, there's a lot of it. And yes, I know my inventory is a disaster. Pretend you're not seeing it. There's just so much stuff. All the sheep in the background bawling. I'm sorry, sheep, we don't need you today. We will be on a mission. Alright. So, I've got one more box to unbox. I missed it before. Anyway. We are at the most northern part, northeastern part of the map in Tyr. We have a quest that is in Bangor. There we go. Right word will pop out eventually. We have a quest in Bangor, which is straight south. Now we will be going through Tyr, then we hit the logging camp, then Dunbarton, then another map, which I believe is the Desert Dragon map, and then Bangor. So we have literally got quite a lot for us to get through just to get this, to get to where we're going. So I thought, since we're going to Bangor, why don't we take this opportunity for me to show you the merchant skill. And so that is what we're going to do. First, we have to go to the trading post. And the trading post, since we're in Tyr, is right at the exit of Tyr. Now, if we were coming up the other way, it would be right at the entrance of Tyr. But we're going to be leaving Tyr, so it's right next to the exit, which is where we're running now. And again, if you need to pause while she explains things, please be my guest to pause and read. But pretty much what she's going to tell you is she's going to give you some seasonal ducats for you to start with, kind of like a loan. And with this, she hopes that you can expand your trade, because each trading post you get, levels and skills up and stuff like that. Alright, so we're picking the product and we're going to purchase. Now, we don't purchase with money, we purchase with seasonal ducats. Alright, and now we have a backpack on. Now here's a tip. If you have a pet, it will become unsummoned. You cannot have your pet out while you're doing the merchant skill. Now, as you see, we're all the way at the top, and we're going all the way to the bottom there. And we're going to be looking out for bandits, and I'm going to show you how to look for bandits. Listen. Dun, 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 dun. That is your heartbeat, and it tells you that you are close to a bandit. We're really close to a bandit. And as you can see, he was on the right-hand side, so we moved over to the left-hand side. And now the heartbeat is stopped because we are past the bandits. The merchant skill is not a fast-paced skill. If anybody tells you otherwise, they are lying to you. Because you need to be able to stop on a dime, look around, find the bandit. There's a bandit. Get away from the bandit on the other side and be able to pass it. So we see that the bandit is on the right side, so of course we are naturally going to go to the left side. And as we get closer, the heartbeat gets faster and faster. And then as we pass the bandit, the heartbeat will go lower and lower until it stops. The heartbeat has stopped because we are past the bandits. Now there's a lot of bandits. Trust me. And I will try to point out as many as I can to you so you can see their disguises, because they do try to blend in. They don't do a very good job at our starter level. So it helps that at our level. Alright, see that tree? Right there? That's a bandit hiding behind the tree. So we're going to go around. Get out of their zone. There we go. We have passed the bandit. Now if we were rushing, we would have gone straight head on into the bandits. Now sometimes there is no way to get around bandits, and you will have to fight. There's another bandit in a tree. Right there. Yep. He's hiding behind the cardboard tree, and it is a cardboard tree. Because if you look behind, you can see him squatting down and holding up this cardboard tree. Alright. So he's on the left, we're going right. And at this level, we're doing pretty good. If we do get snagged by bandits, at this level, they're not harsh. The higher in merchant skill we get, harder the bandits get. And there's another bandit. So let's go around it. Now, this person went right up to the bandit. Look at this. Bandits appeared, and she or he annihilates. I mean, she just blows them to smithereens. And there's another bandit. So we're just gonna keep going. Like I said, this is not a quick skill. This is a skill that you need to constantly be looking around, having your ears open for the heartbeat, having your eyes open for the disguised bandits, and be able to stop on a dime. And another bandit. He thinks he is a rock. His disguise is a rock disguise. So we're gonna go around. And now we are past the bandit. I do hope that this tutorial on the merchant will really help you guys get into the merchant skill. I love the merchant skill, and on my player that I play regularly is very high in the merchant skill. Alright. There it is. So we're gonna move this way. And while we still have this caution, we look around and the only one we can see is the one over there on the right. So I'm taking it as the second caution bandit was because of the one on the right hand side. And I was right, because we keep going on the right hand side and we don't get hit. And we're past it. There we go. Keep going. Now this is the map that Dunbarton is on. Alright, so we're looking around. Where? There it is. So, exactly. We go to the opposite side. Now, Dunbarton is the halfway point between Tyr and Bangor, where we're going. Now, if you look over to your left, Dunbarton has a trading post. And we could stop here and trade. But we'll make more money if we take this load all the way to to Bangor. Alright, now, in town, of course, safe area. Over by where the traders are, safe areas. Now, I know that we need to go south. So I don't want to get lost. Like I said, we're at the halfway point. So I definitely don't want to get lost. I know we need to go south. And this road looks like it's headed south, but not straight south. So I'm not sure if following this road is where I need to be going. So I'm going to make my map bigger in hopes that I can see where I need to go. And for those who didn't know, you could make your map bigger or smaller. Now you do. Like I said, this is taking me off to the side, so I'm not sure where I'm going. And I look south and I'm not seeing any other exit. And this worries me. And I believe that the map is actually hiding the bandit. But we're on the other side now, so yep, now the heartbeat has stopped. We're good. Yep, and there's another bandit. And I'm not seeing anything down here in the south. So that road that we were on originally must be the road to take us to the next area. So we're going to turn around. And we know that we just passed him. So we know that he is off to our right. Stay on the left-hand side. Okay. So we're going to hope that going down, there you are. See how it's a person squatted down behind? Yeah, because it's just a cardboard cutout. I find it funny. Okay, and this is the road we were going to go on, and I am seeing now that this is the correct direction, because if you read the pink text, hurtling stones, yep, I saw you. Hurtling stones is the quest that we are doing at the moment while we are doing our merchant down to Bangor. Hurtling stones is the quest in Bangor. So that is very helpful. Very helpful. Especially if you're new and you're not sure where you're going, but you have a quest. Read the pink and follow that. It will pretty much help you get where you need to go. Now, this guy is right at the exit. There's no way I can get around him. And I'm snagged. Alright. Now the bosses, there's many different bosses. That one just happens to be a rabbit. And you have to defeat the bandits. Then you hit R, pick your bag back up. Now, mind you, check to make sure nothing got dropped. Bandit badges and gold are the two things that drop from bandits. So those are what you want to look out for after you have killed the bandits. Because gold, hello, that's money, and bandit badges can be turned in for some more ducats. And ducats is how you pay for the merchant's items. Now, we've come to a fork in the road. We must figure out which one to go to, but you'll see that pink wording. Just follow the pink wording. And this sign says Bangor. So let's head this way. And here we go. Another bandit up there waiting for us. So we're going over to the right so that we don't get snagged again. By the way, if you don't get your if you don't murder, you don't kill the bandits, they will take your supplies, and yeah, then all the seasonal ducats that you paid for supplies are lost, and if somebody else goes and defeats that bandit that got all your loot, you'll get half of your seasonal ducats back, but you won't get all of them. So be very conscientious of that. Okay, so we have made it up to, oh, almost. There's another one. We have made it up to the dig site. So what we want to do is we want to get on one of the bridges going to the other side. I have never been attacked while on one of these two bridges. Now there have been bandits at the end of bridges or at the beginning of bridges, but then you just backtrack and go to the other bridge. Okay, we have made it through the bridge. And we are almost there. We have, oh, hello. I see you. Him and his little rock disguise incognito. And we are literally almost to our destination. It's been a long walk, and we have been really lucky, but we've taken it slow. We've kept our, eyes open, and we have averted it all but one ambush, and we did do decently with that ambush because the 3 bandits that came to take our stuff, we killed them, and so they didn't take our stuff. Very happy about that. But there was just no way we could get around that. Okay, so there we are in Dunbar, and as you can see, the trading post is literally right as you come into Bangor. And we're going to sell everything, which gives us more seasonal ducats, and actually gives us a little bit of gold as well. So it was an exciting trip. We did really well. We made it, and now we're going to go do the quest, which is the whole reason why we walked all the way from Tyr all the way down here to Bangor. And I think this is a very cute quest.
역시 선물을 팔아 성당에서
And feel free to pause and read the quest. But pretty much what he is saying is there's a little girl and she sits by herself all the time, and he wants to give her a piece of cake. The problem is he can't go get the cake and is asking us to go get the cake for him so that he can give it to the little girl. And I think that is just adorable. So yeah, let's go get that cake. Come up to this little cafe here. Where Jennifer, right there, makes her delicious food. Alright, we're going to go over to gifts, piece of cake, put it in our bag, doesn't really matter where. And then we're going to go back to Scion.
이제 또 뭐랄까?
And we're going to give him the piece of cake so that he can give the little girl the piece of cake. And then he's going to teach us how to throw rocks. But he says, don't throw rocks
빨리 자라서
at anybody.
어른이 되고 싶어.
He's just so happy. He's like, I will teach you right away. Alright, and we have completed the quest. Now, remember that if you're not having fun, don't do it. If you are having fun, make sure it's legal. And as always, stay safe.